Right now at 10, not over yet. The Brewers are denied a playoff sweep in Chicago. The big decision's heading into a tense Game 4. And it's a decision leaving Vernon County residents petrified. The hundreds clamoring for answers as their Medicare coverage is cut. Plus, the White House's new plan for student loans. Why it's raising more questions.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski. Emily is off tonight. We start with the next steps for the Milwaukee Brewers heading into Game 4 of the NLDS after that 4-3 loss to the Cubs tonight. News 8 Now's Jacob Lenzendorf joins us in studio with the latest. Jacob.
Yeah, Ken, there was no lack of opportunities for the Brewers to bring out the brooms and sweep their I-94 rival tonight, but it was not in the cards as Milwaukee fell 4-3. It was a similar story to the first couple games, as in that opening inning, Milwaukee scratched across the run, but then Chicago answered with 4 right away. The Brewers would claw their way back, plating a run in the 4th and 7th innings, respectively. The Bats could not deliver late as Milwaukee dropping their first matchup of the 5-game set. Coming up in sports, we'll have full game highlights from the tight contest as well as some post-game reaction. Ken, back over to you.
All right, Jacob, thanks very much. Well, a sign of progress for the old Kmart site in La Crosse. News 8 Now's Jadius McGee shows us what's in the works and what needs to happen next. Jadius.
360 Real Estate says their $64 million Copperworks apartment complex could finally get off the ground, but they're asking the city for help. It's been about 7 years since anything moved at the Kmart site, but 360 Real Estate says they're closer than ever to breaking ground.
What it really boils down to now is, can we get all the economics in a box that actually work for everyone?
To close an $8 million funding gap, developers are asking for TIF assistance, a rebate on future property taxes generated by the site.
It would not have an impact on the taxes of other residents or property owners within the city, because the assistance that would be provided would come directly from the increase in taxes that that property would bring itself.
City council members say the community wants something new there, but they're pushing for the right version of the project.
What would be best for both the city and the district is something going in there. I know the neighbors over there, they want to see something. They don't like what's there. They understand we have to get that site developed. It's been going on 6-7 years now.
Now, negotiations are still ongoing, but the city and 360 hope to reach a final agreement by early next year. If that happens, demolition and construction could begin soon after. Reporting in the newsroom, Jadius McGee, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Jadius. Thousands of Medicare Advantage patients face coverage losses as major insurers pull out of driftless area counties. Quartz is ending Medicare Advantage plans in Vernon County. Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield is also exiting western Wisconsin. Along with Vernon County, officials say Wisconsin's Jackson, Crawford, Juneau, and Richland counties will see coverage losses, and in Minnesota, Winona and Houston counties as well.
I've been doing this for 41 years, believe it or not, working with Medicare, and I will say of all those years, this is the biggest changes that I've ever seen.
Hundreds of residents packed a Viroqua meeting today about these changes. Insurance experts say 2 factors are driving the exits here. The new $2,000 prescription drug cost limit that has shifted expenses to the insurers, and Medicare cut contract payments to Advantage plans. 3 people accused of scamming thousands out of a La Crosse couple are now arrested. Malcolm Sterling was picked up in Vermont and in court today. His bond was set at $1 million. Fedar Rockhead and Shanice Reeves were also arrested. Gavin McIntosh and Tanya Rockhead have active warrants. The group is accused of hatching a sweepstakes scam that cost a local couple more than $450,000. La Crosse police are investigating a shooting on the south side. It happened late last night on the 900 block of Hood Street. Police say several shell casings were found in the area. Police are asking anyone with security cameras to check their footage for any possible leads. Eau Claire drivers could see their wheel tax more than double under a 2026 budget proposal. The local vehicle registration fee, otherwise known as the wheel tax, is currently $24 in Eau Claire. The next proposed budget would increase that to $50. Officials say it's to increase funding for local projects.
Would go towards the city, and that would have to be used towards transportation-related costs to help offset some of the inflationary pressures we're having, maintaining our pavement and replacing roads and so forth.
That's not set in stone. The budget still needs to be passed by City Council before those changes become official. The Trump administration might sell student debt to the private market. For borrowers, your loan terms won't change. Protections like fixed interest rates, income-driven repayment plans, and forgiveness programs stay intact. Federal law allows the sale only if there's no cost to taxpayers.
It's going to be very hard to find a private loan market that wants to take on these loans. You know, they can't be sold off in a way that reduces the value of those loans.
The administration hasn't made a decision when it comes to selling the debt. Trone says borrowers can reach out to the Coalition on Student Debt with any questions. The La Crosse School District broke ground at State Road Elementary School today. A November referendum approved an expansion to that school building to eventually combine State Road and Hinchin students. That project will include updated learning spaces, common areas, and other facilities.
The school board took their recommendations and developed a referendum, and our community came together to support it at 60% approval. And so it took a lot of different folks working very hard to make this project a reality.
Engel says the $10.5 million project is expected to be completed mid-school year next year. West Salem School District also breaking ground on referendum projects. Today beginning construction on a new career and technical education space and fitness center at the high school. Officials say the education center will offer students a chance to learn more about construction and automotive fields.
West Salem, provided support for this referendum. I think it shows the support for the trades and the career and technical education that we already provide, but that we desire to expand upon. And I think that gives back to our community.
That $28 million project was approved in November. And as we saw, a good day for some groundbreaking events. So some mild temperatures out there and crisp mornings as well.
Yeah, crisp morning, but not a cloud in the sky, blue sky. So really was a nice early October day. Temperatures a little bit below average, but all in all, it was fairly nice with the light winds too. Now going forward, we do have some colder temps once again tonight, but I don't think it will be as cold, but still some areas will get back down close to freezing or below. Right now we're a little bit warmer than we were last night at this time, but still you see Black River Falls all the way back down to 33. So there will be some frost issues out there once again. If you have plants outside, you still want to keep them alive for some of these areas that we're already seeing freezing conditions. You'll have to cover them up or bring them back inside. So this will probably be the last night we'll see it freezing at least for quite a few times. And here's the overnight lows. They are about a degree or two warmer than last night, but you can see those areas Sparta to Black River Falls, all the way up to Rusk County. That's where your upper 20s near 30. That's typically where we're going to see our coldest locations. But you see waking up 36. We're only going to get up to 60. And notice the wind. They're going to start picking up. So that'll be meaning we're going to have milder conditions going into Thursday. 40 for La Crosse, getting back up to 59. And why we got the winds coming? Well, we got a front coming, so we have showers to talk about later in the broadcast, along with what the weekend has in store. That all coming up a bit later.
All right, thank you, Greg. Well, the city of La Crosse is starting hydrant flushing October 13th. The maintenance will begin in the northern end of the city and then move south. Flushing lasts 2 to 3 days, and because of this, you might notice lower water pressure or discoloration. If your water is discolored, the city recommends running a tap until it clears. A week of celebrating adventures has kicked off in La Crosse. La Crosse Adventure Films opened its 5-day festival with a Wild Women Wednesday event over at the Pump House. They showed some films featuring women having unique adventures. Each day has different activities like storytelling at Mount La Crosse and kids rock climbing at UWL. Organizers say the various films, guest speakers, and hands-on experiences all have one goal.
It's community building. So we have this great partnership with the Rivoli and the Rivoli Arts District, who are such huge contributors to our community. And I think it's just this gathering space where people can come and have this shared experience.
The festival also features a $1,000 daily giveaway to other organizations in the area, like the conservation group WISCOR. We've got a link to festival tickets on our website. Western Technical College's annual open house hosted students and their families at all campuses this evening. Future students were touring facilities, meeting faculty, and getting program info. There was also a drawing for a $500 scholarship, and anyone who applied today had their $30 application fee waived. Tours were held today for the River Point District project in La Crosse as well. Those tours showcased energy-efficient living units, including apartments, condos, and townhomes, as well as additional units that are currently under construction. New Horizons Shelter is receiving a major donation to help domestic abuse survivors. The Wisconsin Tavern League donated $25,000 to the shelter. The money will go towards services for victims and survivors of domestic abuse. October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and the Tavern League is holding its state convention in La Crosse next week. Still to come tonight, day 8 of the government shutdown, the growing impact across the country. Plus, Chicago braces for National Guard deployment as local leaders fight back in court. What tomorrow's high-stakes hearing means for the city.
Tomorrow, starting at 5 a.m., the change that could be coming to La Crosse bike lanes, plus Amazon's reported plan to spy on your front door, and how parents can score free Halloween candy. We'll see you at 5 a.m.
This October, Maxwell White and the La Crosse Hunger Task Force are hosting our annual food drive. Donate at least 6 items when we visit, and we'll donate $15 on your behalf, plus give you $15 off any service that day. Schedule today.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
You already know. Derek Van Orden voted for the largest Medicaid cut in history. Nursing homes may be forced to close. Rural hospitals in Wisconsin at risk of closure. And tens of thousands of Wisconsinites could lose health coverage. But did you know Van Orden's vote could raise electricity costs in Wisconsin $300 a year? Also, Van Orden could give wealthy elites another tax break. Tell Derek Van Orden, stop making us pay more.
Do your drains scare you? Bring them back to life with Maxwell White. Get a $99 mainline drain opening, including a camera inspection, and let our highly trained professionals banish the monsters that lurk in your pipes.
Call or schedule online.
Tensions are climbing on Capitol Hill today during day 8 of the government shutdown. All of this comes as federal workers are pushing for Congress to find a path forward so they can get paid. CBS News' Erica Brown reports from the White House.
As the government shutdown entered its 8th day, federal employee unions urged Congress to quickly reopen the government as hundreds of thousands of workers go without pay.
I'm not here to say that Democrats should fold or Republicans should fold. I'm saying that both of them should come together, resolve these issues, and open the government.
It comes as tensions spilled over Wednesday on Capitol Hill with no signs of any negotiations to end the shutdown.
So you voted for this one big
I signed
ugly
on
bill.
for this. You can extend it right now.
A permanent extension of massive tax breaks for your billionaire donors.
So 90% of Americans.
So they can get a permanent extension.
90% of Americans take the standard deduction.
Lawmakers remain deadlocked over health care. Democrats want an extension of Affordable Care Act subsidies, saying without it, insurance premiums will rise for millions of Americans.
Families are going to have to make decisions about, do I pay my rent or do I pay that insurance premium?
Republicans insist the shutdown should end first.
We're not going to budge on our insistence that we have to open government back up.
If the standoff stretches past this week, over 1 million active duty service members will not receive their next paychecks, despite having to report for duty. Here on Capitol Hill, Speaker Mike Johnson has not called the House back into session, saying it's up to the Democrats in the Senate to support the Republican bill already on the table to reopen the government. The shutdown also continues to impact air travel nationwide, with travelers at multiple airports bracing for more delays due to air traffic control staffing shortages. Erica Brown, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
National Guard troops gathering outside Chicago today, preparing to enter the city despite opposition from local leaders. Mayor and the Governor J.B. Pritzker filed lawsuits to block the deployment with a court hearing Thursday. The troops will focus on the ICE facility in Broadview, where protests have led to dozens of arrests.
you're a resident of Chicago or New Orleans or one of these other Democrat-run cities, you've had enough. You're tired of your family being walking in fear and not being able to enjoy their lives.
National Guard troops have already deployed to Washington, D.C. and Los Angeles, with Memphis expected later this week. The final New Orleans jail escapee is back in custody. Derek Groves was captured in Atlanta Wednesday after a standoff with police. Groves was convicted for the murder of 2 men in 2018. He'd been on the run since May, when 10 inmates broke out of the Orleans Justice Center. We'll have more news ahead tonight, but first.
Yeah, unfortunately, we do have rain chances coming back in for Thursday night, so we'll time that out and then show you what Friday and, more importantly, what the weekend has in store. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
They often say variety is the spice of life. Well, if that's what you're looking for, the Board Store is your destination, because we have variety. We have windows and doors. We have siding. We have sunrooms. We have kitchens. We have bathrooms. We have flooring. We have tile. Whatever your home improvement needs are, interior or exterior, there's no better destination than the Board Store showrooms at 524 Copeland Avenue in La Crosse.
You're traveling through another dimension, a dimension of sight and sound, a journey into a wondrous land whose boundaries are that of imagination. That's the sofa up ahead. Your next stop, the comfort zone.
Fast, free financing available. Don't need financing? Ask about our cash discount.
Come to Wesco and find yourself in the comfort zone and tell them Peyton sent you.
It's time for Jolivet Family Farms Fall Harvest. There's no substitute for homegrown freshness. Stop by today for some of Jolivet's homegrown squash, kraut cabbage, popcorn, and hardy mums. Check out our large selection of pumpkins and pie pumpkins. We also feature many fall decorations, including corn stalks, gourds, specialty pumpkins, and straw bales. Take home some pumpkin cheesecake bars, cookies, pies, or bread from our homemade bakery. Buy fresh, buy local. Open daily, year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
Enjoy 7 days of savings online and in store during Blaine's Farm and Fleet Days, going on now. Shop your favorite brands and seasonal supplies at unbeatable farm and fleet prices, like Blaine's Feline Fusion Cat Food, rewards priced at $13.99. Get a $20 MasterCard reward by rebate when you buy a 5-gallon bucket of Shell Rotella diesel oil, $74.99. And select Tide laundry detergent, just $8.99. Find the value you need online and in store during Blaine's Farm and Fleet Days, going on now.
Convenience is a big factor. We're right here in Onalaska.
We're local. You know, we've been here for a long time. We take all insurances. We service and repair many different makes and models of hearing aids. Even if you didn't get your hearing aids with us, we'd be happy to take a look at them.
If your hearing aid is still under warranty, we can do some warranty work for you there.
You know, just walk in. You know, you don't have to have an appointment. I'm happy to help if I can.
Our family is helping your family. Better Hearing Center, Onalaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Yeah, we still have a chilly night ahead, but the good news is that high pressure is pushed off to the east, so the winds will start turning around to the southeast. And generally, when you're on the west side of that high, you're not quite as cold as you'd be on the east side. So that's the good news. The front that we're watching is well out to the west right now. That one will be coming through here tomorrow, actually all the way to Friday. It's going to take some time, but that's one that's going to at least provide some opportunity as we kind of zoom out for the showers to come through the area. Not a lot of rain expected with this, but you could get wet Thursday night. Here's your frost conditions here for areas that could get in that 32 to 36 range for the most part. There could be some areas that get a little colder, but all in all, most areas will be a degree or two warmer than we were last night, but still, if you want to protect plants, you probably can cover them up or bring them inside. You won't have to deal with that for the next couple nights after this. And there's your temperature. You can see Black River Falls, Sparta, Tomah, typically the colder areas, upper 20s to near 30. Everywhere else, probably upper 30s to near 40. And you notice the arrows are coming more from the south-southeast, so that will help keep the temps up. Now tomorrow, the winds do pick up as that front gets closer, so the winds out of the south will help get us back up to the mid to upper 60s, a little bit above average. A few spots could get to 70. We have clouds increasing, but it won't be really late in the day, so plenty of sunshine. Really actually a very nice Thursday for the entire area. Now here comes a cloud cover. It won't really arrive till closer to the evening commute, and the showers are well ahead of the cold front. The first areas will start developing probably towards the evening commute west of the area. We'll see some of this activity scattered. You can see overall throughout the area, not a lot. Will come through maybe for Eau Claire around 8 to 9, 9 to 10. You might see some of this then get closer to La Crosse, areas southwest Wisconsin maybe a little later. There'll be additional activity, and this is more associated with the cold front later in the night. Another area of maybe scattered showers before the evening commute. Most areas won't be dealing with much in the way of activity for the evening commute, maybe just south and east of I-90 a little bit. Otherwise, actually a very nice Friday. The winds will turn around to the northwest in the afternoon. That'll pick up a little bit, so you'll see that maybe some breezy conditions with that northwest wind. The amounts have come down even more. As you can see, barely getting 1/10 of an inch. Now they may come back up, but I don't really see any area getting above 1/4 inch, even if they get a thunderstorm. In fact, a lot of areas may not see much of anything besides some cloud cover, but there's that threat for precipitation too. Now the good news going into Friday is the lows are going to be much milder than we've had lately given all the clouds and precipitation. We're going to be in the mid-50s for a lot of areas, low 50s, so above average. Quite nice to start off with Friday, given we're going to start off warmer. It doesn't take much, even with that cold front coming through, to get temperatures back into the low to mid-70s. Mid-70s further southeast because that front doesn't come through in the afternoon. So really nice conditions for Friday, minus the breezy conditions, and even for football going Friday evening. And then Saturday, we're going to start off a little colder, but still pretty close to average or a degree above. Plenty of sunshine too for Saturday. Sunday looks good, but towards the end of Sunday, we're going to have that front get close enough that I think we will see some showers approach by sunset for western areas. That comes through Monday. We'll have showers probably going into Monday, potentially Monday afternoon. Now we'll have to kind of fine-tune that, but overall amounts do not look significant. And then a break, and then more activity Wednesday into Thursday. Overall, it is more active going into next week, although none of those events look significant at this point. But overall, the temperatures, even with all that activity going on next week, fairly mild too.
Yeah.
We should be getting more into the 50s here and low 60s eventually as we get closer to mid-October, but that's nowhere in sight yet.
All right, a little bit of a gift here in
So
mid-October.
far, yep.
Thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, to Game 4 we go. The Brewers not able to get that sweep in Chicago. We'll hear from Milwaukee's starting pitcher from the Game 3 loss. Jacob is next.
We know that home is where you can be yourself, whether that's working on your cooking skills or getting in a quick workout. Home is your happy place. Get the loan that fits you. Apply for your home loan with Ultra today.
Increase your home's energy efficiency and enjoy year-round comfort with Asher Lasting Exteriors. Our windows and doors combine quality craftsmanship and cutting-edge innovation from the trusted brand Renewal by Andersen, and our team provides expert installations backed by industry-leading transferable warranties. Receive up to 20% off your entire project, plus no money down, no payments, and no interest for up to 12 months. Connect with the Asher team today and request a free, no-obligation consultation at goasher.com or call us at 888-GO-ASHER.
I'm a martial artist, a skydiver, a pilot, and all of them require your feet to work. Get up in the morning, and it felt like I was standing on marbles on my heel. When I went into the Good Feet store, the fitting was personalized. It was all about me. You put in the arch supports, and your day becomes better, and the sun shines, the unicorns run by, and, you know, it's a good life. I'm Randy, and that's my Good Feet story.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
We see you out there, making your own kind of magic.
Oh my goodness!
From the unique gifts you give to the one-of-a-kind ways you celebrate. At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we help you put your plans into action with great prices on top brands, so you can give the best presents without breaking the bank.
It's Mom!
And bring a little more joy to your world.
He's so cute.
Best Christmas ever?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet, being original.
Don't let credit card debt hold you back from living your best life. Transfer your balance to an Ultra Visa credit card and enjoy no balance transfer fees, plus a fixed for life rate as low as 7.99% APR. Get back to what matters most with Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
Covering all the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, after defending their home field with a pair of wins in the first 2 games of the NLDS against the Cubs, the Brewers unable to bring out the brooms against their I-94 rival this evening. An error on defense helped Milwaukee get out to a 1-0 lead, but Chicago counterpunched immediately as Michael Busch sent out his second leadoff homer of the series. Then later in the first, Pete Crow Armstrong delivering with a clutch hit with the bases loaded and 2 outs to give the Northsiders the 3-1 advantage. The Brewer offense did what they do best, and that is chip away at a deficit. Jake Bowers with the base knock into shallow right center. Then coming up in the 7th, it's Bowers making it just a 1-run game with an opposite field blast into the first couple rows of the bleachers out there in left. But there would be no late inning magic tonight as the Cubs force a game 4. Here's the losing pitcher Quinn Priester on his outing.
To be honest, I felt really in control. Just was a bad day. Need to find how to make the adjustment. You know, I think you can say it, you know, even when you're nervous, there's an adjustment to be made. You know, when you're not feeling right, there's an adjustment to be made. When something, you know, anything, there's an adjustment to be made, and I just didn't make that adjustment today. And like I said, that's entirely on me, and it's definitely a tough pill to swallow.
If the Cubs hold on to win tonight against the Dodgers, the Brewers will play the Cubs at 8:08 on TBS tomorrow. A familiar face will be back playing in Wisconsin soon as the Wisconsin Herd, the G League affiliate for the Bucks, acquiring the rights to former La Crosse Central standout Johnny Davis from the Westchester Knicks. Now, Davis was the 10th pick in the 2022 NBA draft by the Wizards. Last season with New York's G League team, he averaged almost 14 points per game, as well as 4.6 rebounds in 31.9 minutes per contest. The Herd's home opener is Tuesday, November 11th. Let's head up to Winona, where Cotter looking to keep their season alive on the pitch against Lake City. Halfway through the first, Alex Suffrins boots a left footer into the back of the net to put the Ramblers up 1. The home side would then score an indirect kick to go up by 2, and then with seconds left in the half, Jose Pablo Del Bosque uses his head to increase the lead yet again. And shortly into the second half, Braden Nowakowski loops one past the goalie to extend that lead, and Cotter wins this one 6-1 to advance to the MSHSL Section 1A semis. And a happy Wednesday to you all. And with that, let's check out the nominees for the News 8 Play of the Week. Getting us started at number 1, it's Holman's Hadley Teff. Teff is trying to put a crack in the floorboards with that kill right there last week against Central. She had a team-high 7 of them in the win. Vikes are still unbeaten and haven't dropped a set since September 4th. Next up, this was the game-winning moment for UW La Crosse kicker Michael Stack. He finished 3 for 3 on the day in the field goal department, but none bigger than that 36-yarder to complete the 17-point comeback against the number 9 team in the country, Whitewater, which is tied for the biggest comeback in school history. Would have been good from 60. It's another game winner at number 3. Logan and Reedsburg deadlocked at 36 in OT until Maxime Roberts busting this 25-yard scamper to seal the deal. Roberts finishing with 4 touchdowns and 235 yards on the ground in the victory. At number 4, check out the run from Drew McConkey of West Salem in a W over GET last week. Tells a couple would-be tacklers, get off me, then turns on the afterburners for the 41-yard score. Panthers will need more of this week against Aquinas. And lastly, it's another quarterback making a play with his legs. Mabel Canton senior Isaac Underbach takes the snap, darts to the line, and hits the defender with a nasty stiff arm. He had 3 scores in a big 26-20 win over Spring Grove. Some great choices this week. To cast your vote, head to news8000.com. Under the Sports tab, click on Play of the Week and select your favorite. That is sports. More news coming up after this.
For over 25 years, Window World's provided quality products for homeowners around the country, including windows and doors. Every window we sell is custom made for optimal energy efficiency and superior durability. Plus, a vinyl finish means they'll never need painting. Just like our windows, entry doors from Window World are made to last, featuring a durable fiberglass construction that provides up to 4 times the insulation value of wood. When it comes time for new windows or doors, trust America's exterior remodeler. Trust Window World.
What if
if buying a car felt easy. At Maury's Auto Group, it does. With Maury's Best Price First, there's no haggling, no hassle, just upfront, honest pricing. And with Maury's team, you get guidance, not pressure. You always get more with Maury's. More help, more clarity, and more value. Test drive and compare the top midsize SUVs at our Drive to Compare event, Saturday, October 11th at La Crosse Speedway. Details at drivetocompare.com or go to Maury'sAuto.com and get more with Maury's.
Thanks to Congressman Derek Van Orden, everything is a lot more expensive right now. Not only did he support all the tariffs that are hiking prices on everyday essentials from groceries to school supplies, he also voted to raise healthcare costs by cutting Medicaid. Meanwhile, families are trying to stretch every dollar to pay their bills. And now Republicans in Congress shut down the government, causing economic chaos. Call Derek Van Orden and tell him to stop raising costs on Wisconsin families.
If you want selection, then that's what we've got at King Furniture. King Furniture has more La-Z-Boy recliners than anywhere else in the Coulee region. Fabric, leather, and even lift chairs. Try them all out. Sit on this, sit on that. There's plenty here to choose from. And as always, we'll deliver and haul away for free. Find what you're looking for today at King Furniture.
We really care about our employees and their families, and then also the community as a whole.
We have a lot of really, really good employees. It's like a family around here.
The customer is always number one. That's always our goal, to get them running.
Having Carrier as their main product with the support that they give us, the commitment to their product, to our people, is outstanding.
From the first call that you make, we'll take care of you every step of the way.
And air conditioning, your comfort is our business.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, Colorado Parks and Wildlife officers responded to an unusual call last week. A bull moose was trapped in a canal in the city of Loveland. Crews strapped the moose's antlers to a fence to keep its head above water. Then officers sedated the moose and used a crane to lift it out. After waking up, it eventually stood on its own and went on its way. Little good news to end the evening. We'll have another look at tonight's forecast right after this.
I'm standing here at the warehouse this morning where some 30 to 40 installers depart every morning. You've been thinking about new windows. I've been thinking about new windows for over 40 years. And my promise to you is that these fine installers that leave here every morning install the finest windows available in the market today. Expert installation, always at a good value. If you're looking for new replacement windows, today would be a great day to reach out to the board store and set up a prompt free estimate.
How do you make everyone's favorite buffet even better? How do you make the country's best chicken even more exciting? How do you make Thursday the best night ever? Wing night at Pizza Ranch. All the wings you want, plus all your other buffet favorites. And for a limited time, try the sweet heat of our new Honey Hot Sauce. The country's best wing night is here. Taking flight Thursday nights, only at Pizza Ranch.
We've got an important milestone here to celebrate. As you know, our family has been providing other families with affordable flooring for 60 years. Whether it's vinyl, hardwood, laminate, tile, or carpet, we've offered a wide variety of flooring that stands up to the biggest messes.
And we know messes.
Speaking of which, who started in on the cake?
Don't look at me.
Seal and Carpooling, where number one priority is you. Stop in today.
Chevy makes America's most dependable trucks, like the rugged Colorado, the highly capable Silverado 1500, the powerful Silverado HD, and the uncompromising Silverado EV. In every Chevy truck, dependability comes standard.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Well-qualified buyers can get 2.9% financing for 72 months on all Silverado 1500 models.
Visit HometownChevy.com.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Countertops are the center of the home, and Menards carries a great selection, from elegant to everyday options, plus easy installation that you could do yourself, and durability that can take you from crayons to calculus. Transform everyday spaces into gathering places with countertops from Menards. Get pre-cut stock laminate countertops starting at $29.98 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
All right, tonight will be still chilly waking up, but maybe a degree or two warmer than we had this morning, excuse me. So we still could see some areas with frost, upper 20s to low 30s. The good news is that's the last of we'll see of those 30s and 20s for a while, because tomorrow, mid to upper 60s, the winds pick up, so actually a very fantastic day. We do have showers coming back in the forecast. That's Thursday night. Even Friday, still kind of mild, but that northwest wind picks up in the afternoon. And for the most part, minus maybe the later half of Sunday towards sunset, it's going to be a great weekend, mid to upper 60s, but we do have that rain coming back in Sunday night into Monday night. So overall, still a mild stretch, but we do get a little bit more active towards next week.
A lot to like there. And the moon tonight and yesterday has been popping as well. Fantastic. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you